I'm bored in the house, I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house, I'm in the house bored. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another quarantine video because what else can we do? Anyways, so for today, I figure I will share with you a get ready with me to go absolutely nowhere. But just kind of like my go-to. I am pale. You guys, I'm so white for me, for how I usually look. I'm super pale. But so out of topic. But we are going to be getting ready today. Pretty much the makeup I do all the time. I share with you guys. I don't really change anything. This is my go-to makeup, my everyday makeup, using very few products. I don't have that many products, and that's what I love the most about it. And it just comes to like, it just comes out so quick, and it's what I do every time. You guys always ask me, oh, what do you do to your makeup? And sometimes if I'm going out, I'll add a little eyeshadow or stuff like that. But for the most part, this is pretty much what I do every single time I do my makeup. It's quick and easy, and it looks good. And you guys told me you wanted to see makeup videos or get ready with me videos, so here we go. I'm gonna try not to make it super long because, I mean, we know how that goes, but I always say that and then I always make them super long. So I'm putting this on my hair so it is not all over my face. And I have nothing on my face. Washed it, don't have anything on it. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna moisturize, and I've been sharing this a lot. I am using the Summer Fridays jet lag mask. This is a great moisturizer. I don't use it as a mask. I use it as a moisturizer at night, in the morning, at night. I don't use it all the time at night because I use other things that are even more moisturizing, but this is pretty good for night or day. And it's also a great primer. Like, if you don't use primer, this will be good as a moisturizer and a primer. Like, you could put your makeup right on top of it and it will look really good. I'm just like really weird when it comes to primer. Like, I feel like I need it. I can't just put my makeup over just my moisturizer. I need a primer just because I'm used to it. But here we go. Putting moisturizer everywhere on my face. This I love. I have really dry skin, and this really does help me. It smells good. It feels good. I love it. I love it. I have gone through so many of these. I've gone through 2 of the big ones since I started using it. And this is a little one that I grabbed one day for traveling, I think it was. I don't remember when I got this one. And before going to, I don't know where I was going. Last place I went traveling, I got it, and I ran out of my big one recently, so I just grabbed this one out. Alright. That's the first thing I do, and then I have to do something for my lips, so I'm using my Laneige. I don't freaking know how to say this still. I should probably learn. But I put some on my lips. Lips are always dry. How are you guys doing during this freaking time of boredom? Okay, so now I have that. I just kind of let my face soak in the lotion a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and prime. So I've been using this for priming. I really like it. It's the Luminous Putty Primer from e.l.f. I found this through TikTok. Some like a beauty guru that works at Target or something like that, I don't know, shared it, and then I saw other couple people sharing this, so I got the luminous one. They have a matte one, so if you're oily, get the matte one. It's kind of like a cream product, so you see it right there. It's just like putty, pretty much. And this one has a little bit of shimmer, so if you want like that glowy look, or if you have really dry skin, this is a great one. And what I like is that if you have bigger pores, it literally goes into your pores, so then your makeup looks really nice and what's it called, just flawless, you know? Doesn't like have, like, you can't really see your pores and stuff. I mean, you see them, you're always gonna see them, but it really does help that. So now that I have that there, I'm gonna go ahead and put it where I know that my pores are the most likely to show, which for me is right this area. This is when they're the largest, so I'm just putting it on that area here, my chin. And as you could tell, I don't know if you could tell, it has like a little bit of a golden shimmer to it. And I'm kind of like I'm like pressing it down and then kind of like sliding it on my skin. So I want to make sure that it does what it's supposed to, and I just drag it out, whatever I have So I'm focusing where I have my large pores, but then dragging it out. And then whatever I have left on the finger, I just bring it over on my face. Like that. And then I'm going to put a little, I don't have large pores here, but just because I feel like my nose and my forehead, I just always have to put primer just to kind of like keep my makeup where it's supposed to. Sorry if you hear P yelling. She's not crying or anything. She's playing with my dad. And I think he's chasing her or something. She is giving my dad a freaking workout. Alright, so I will link everything down below if you guys want anything of this. There's a lot of drugstore products, so it's a good thing. So once I have that, I'm ready for foundation. Also, if I am having any redness or anything, I would usually put the Cicapair cream. I'll put a picture of it. I've shared with you guys tons of times. I'll link it down below. It's a green kind of like treatment to cover up redness, and it works amazing. If you have redness, put it on your face before your makeup and it will literally hide all the redness. Is bomb.com. But I don't really have any redness right now. I feel like I haven't been wearing much makeup since we've been quarantined, so my skin is doing pretty good. So for foundation, I'm gonna wear my Holy Grail. This is my Holy Grail foundation for years and years. Is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is the stick one. I love the stick one because I have really dry skin, and this is like a moisturized foundation. If you have oily skin, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend the regular Ultra HD foundation, but not this one. The Ultra HD, the regular one, is what I used to use on pretty much every bride or like makeup that I would do when I was doing freelance makeup. It's a great foundation. It is pricey, but this lasts me a long time, so like a little bit goes a long way, and you could build it up. It's like medium coverage, but you could definitely build it up. But I love this one, and I use the color Y415. I've been using this for years, and it's my go-to makeup. Foundation. Ooh, I'm hitting bottom though. Whew. This is tough time. So I just go ahead and put this. And don't mind that it doesn't match the color of my skin. It's totally of my face. I just wanted to match my body because my face is lighter than my body always because I never tan my face. I don't even fake tan my face, so it's always a different color. So I think that's good. I mean, if you feel like you need more, go ahead and put more, but I think this will be good. I don't put a lot under my eye because I will put concealer there, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna get closer, and I have the mirror back there, and then I'm gonna use my flat kabuki F80 from Sigma to blend all of that in. You could use a beauty blender. Honestly, I do love beauty blenders, but I feel like you lose more product with beauty blenders because it's still a sponge and it soaks up like the product. I feel like I need a little more here. It really does soak up products, so I feel like the brush kind of saves a little bit more product, and also you don't have to wet it and squeeze it, you know what I mean. This is just easy. It's right there. You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I just thought of something else I could do around the house is wash my brushes. I have a video. I don't know if it's before or after this one, but there'll be a video, or there already is a video that you should check out, of things to clean around your house while you're quarantined. Things that you don't usually clean all the time. Like, I know we're all cleaning up after our kids and stuff, but we'll share a video of giving you some ideas of things that you could clean while you're quarantined that you don't usually clean, and it's a perfect time to do. Because also you have like older kids and stuff, they could help you out. Alright, so pretty much pushing it in, and I'm gonna fast forward this. Okay, foundation is done. Ooh, I feel like I need to move a little to the side. I think that's better. So foundation is done. I also asked on Instagram if you guys had any questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer. What makeup do you think is best for coverage? So definitely concealer, and best concealer ever is the Tarte Tape Shape. It is a full coverage concealer, and like I said, this is a great foundation. You could build it up. I don't have too much, but if I'm going out or I know I'm gonna have makeup all day for anything special or anything, I will put more, but this is a great foundation. But if you want like a full coverage foundation, I recommend some of the MAC foundations. They're very full coverage, but they are a little bit drying, so watch it. Also, you could do like a 24-hour foundation. Those are really good with coverage as well. What other? Skincare. I could do a video on skincare. I don't really do a lot to my skin. I like to stick to the same products that I know work for me. So I just wash my face. I don't wash my face in the mornings. I have really dry skin, so I can't be overdoing it. So I wash my face at night every single night. I take off my makeup with a wipe or like one of those makeup eraser towels first. Then I wash it really good. I'll put some type of serum. Some days I just put a serum and moisturizer and then some eye cream. Some days I will put an oil. So different things. If you guys want to see a skincare video, let me know. But in the mornings, I don't do much except moisturize my face. I don't like to wash it. If anything, I'll rinse it with water if I feel like I need to. But I do not wash it just because I have really dry skin and I don't want to overdo it. When I overdo it with the washing of the face, I start getting dry patches. But 2 questions I got asked. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, which you guys have seen me do a lot. I ran out of my Benefit pencil that I usually use, so I am using this NYX micro brow pencil. I love this. It's way more affordable. It's $9.99. If you ask me, it's just as good as the Benefit. Benefit maybe glides on a little bit better than this one, but as far as the way it looks and everything, it's the same. And I think the Benefit is $25 or $23, and this one is $9.99. So definitely check this out. They have a lot of colors. I am using this one in the color Espresso. I usually use a different color, but they didn't have it at Target, so I just got this. But I also have this brow styler, which I tried. This has a little powder here and then a pencil, but I don't really love this type of pencil with the flat thing. I use it at the end just because this is my perfect match color, but I don't love it. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera just because this would take, I got the wrong pencil. This would take just so much longer. So here we go. Okay, eyebrows are done. All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and put concealer. And for concealer, I'm using Tarte Shape. I have light sand and light medium. I got the light medium and it was too dark. I meant to get the neutral medium. That's what I usually use. That's what's perfect. But I got this one and then I got it on QVC. Never returned it on time because I never opened it because I still had some. Anyways, didn't get the right color. So now I mix these two together. This one is too light by itself. So I mix them together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I put this one in the middle here, where I need the most coverage. Put a little on my chin, and sometimes I put a little at the bridge of my nose. Not all the time, but sometimes. And then you see how light it is? It's like way too light. Then I grab this one, and then I just go down here. Pretty much put it kind of like a triangle here. I don't put a lot. Now, if I was doing like more coverage makeup to like go out and everything, I would put more concealer, but because this is my everyday makeup, I don't want to like do too much, you know. So I'm going with this brush. This is from Morphe and it is the G2 brush, so it's like tapered, and I'm just gonna pat that down. Again, you're not rubbing it in, you're patting it down in like the triangle shape, making sure the product is going into your skin and doing what it's supposed to. Whatever I have left over, I bring it over my lip. Then I go on my chin, do the same, blend that out, then on to the other side. Okay. This little mark here is from my nose ring. I had a nose ring that never healed right, and I had a scar.
So that's great. I had it for years because I got my nose pierced when I was 18 and had to take it out and try to put it back in, and it just never healed right. My niece was little and we were playing and she ripped it off one day and it just got really bad. And then after that it just wouldn't heal right.
So then for here I go kind of like this, kind of blend that in. And then I put whatever I have left on my forehead. Usually if I was putting a full face of makeup, like a lot of makeup, I'll put some concealer as well here, just to pretty much where I want to highlight my face, because I use my concealer as like a highlight too. Once you have everything blended nicely, I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't get my I need to get my setting powder brush. I want to grab my brush, and for setting powder I've been using the Kylie translucent powder. I really like this. It does really good with my skin. It's kind of like a yellowish powder. It's very, very fine, so I actually really enjoy it. And then I am using this Kat Von D kind of like powder brush. So what I do is, this is what the powder looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, and this is a little bit tapered, so I just get it kind of like ready. Get some, not too much. If you do too much, at least for me, because it's dry, because I have dry skin, it will be like too powdery and dry, and then you'll see fine lines. But before I do this, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any fine lines, any lines setting in, so I could put this on. So then I put it here. Same with the other eye. Boom. And then whatever I have left on the brush, I'm gonna go around here, because I kind of tend to get a little bit, not oily, but shiny here on this side. So I just go like that. Also, once I put a little bit of powder here, it will make my bronzer go on smoother. Then I do a little bit in the middle here, and that's it. Once that's good, I close this up and move on to the next thing. So another question is, how long do I plan to stay in this house? Guys, I've been moving literally between every year or two, or every 2 years, to a new place. So I'm trying to just stay here until maybe I'll buy another place. Hopefully I'm looking at maybe 2 or 3 years. Hopefully probably 3 years. I want to stay here at least 3 years and see where I am then. Okay, so now I don't like it to set too much on my face because it dries it out, so I'm going with the stippling brush, and I'm just brushing whatever I had under my eyes. Boom, boom. That is it. And now we're gonna go ahead and go in with some bronzer. From bronzer today, I am using the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is the deep color, the deep bronzer. It smells like coconut, and it's like a matte bronzer, and it's really, really good. I'm using this brush. It is from Morphe, and it's the 527. I love this for bronzer. It's a great brush. So I'm going in, and I'm contouring my face with it, but this is not like a perfect contour. If, again, I'm doing like a full face, I would use a smaller brush and really go in as a contour, but this is just more bronzer, but I still do like a 3 on my face. Forehead, and you want to do your jaw, just makes your jaw line look, you know, more defined. Your whole face, like you can see the difference between both sides once I do one side. And you want to hold the brush low, and you want to do it very light. The closer you do it, the harder you go, like the more pressure you put, and kind of like you're gonna move your makeup around. So you want to do it lightly. I'm holding it from the bottom and doing a very light hand. So there. Now the other side. Fix your face. This video is gonna be long. Alright. Jawline. And sometimes I've told you I contour my nose, sometimes I don't. I'm gonna do it with like this. You pretty much just squeeze it a little bit, and I'm gonna go on the sides. I don't do this all the time. If I feel like it, if I feel like my nose looks big that day, I will. Just kidding. And that's it. Done with the bronzer. I need a little bit more light. Moving because the light it's moving, and I don't have my ring light because I figured this was enough light, but I don't think it was. Alright, so once I have that, again, stippling brush. The reason why I use this is just to make sure everything is blended. You don't want to see harsh lines when you're doing your makeup. That's when you know, like, okay, this person doesn't know how to do the makeup. So I just go all the time and kind of like blend everything out. So once I have that done, I'm gonna go in with some blush. Favorite blush, holy grail blush is the Luminoso by Milani. This is such a good blush for any day, for anyone. Literally the best blush. It has a little bit of shimmer. It's their baked blush. I used to use this on brides all the time because it goes with every skin color, and it's just such a nice color. It's a peachy color. It's just pretty. So I go in with this Sonia Kashuk brush I got from Target years and years ago, but I love this brush for blush. Tap the excess, and then I smile a little, and I start at the apple of my cheek right here, and I bring it back up over your cheek, bring it back, and as you could tell, it has this little shimmer to it. It's so pretty. Same on the other side. Boom. Even when you think you have a lot, just, it's okay, you're good. You're good. And then sometimes I go a little like here, because if you put a little on your nose, it just looks like you were sun-kissed. So again, because it looks crazy right now, I go in with a stippling brush and brush it out. Make sure it's blended. Make sure I don't have too much. Same with my nose. Just make everything look pretty. And that is looking good. This is what we're looking like. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add some highlighter. So the highlighter that I've been using that is very light and just like calm and not crazy is the Laura Mercier. It is their Radiance Baked Powder, and is the highlight color number 1. I've had this for a while. I used to use this on brides all the time. It's like a very fine highlight, pearly color. Like, it's not super like, oh my god, you have a highlight on. If you do want something like that, the Milani Trio that I always share, it's a great one because there's different shades of highlight and they're intense and they're good. And if I'm going out again, I will wear something like this. But for every day, I love this one because it's like a subtle highlight. So I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight brush. Is my favorite highlight brush. Dab. And then I'm going to highlight the parts that I want. So the top of my cheekbones, and then I bring it up here. You see, it's still a highlight, but it's not like so intense, and it's like a pearl color. The other side, bring it up a little. There you go. Then I do the tip of my nose, kind of go side to side, and then sometimes I do the bridge of my nose, just a little bit there. Cupid as well. Oh, a little bit of my chin. Just because this is not a crazy highlight. If it was a crazy highlight, I probably wouldn't highlight all of that. Little bronzer at the tip of my nose, just to make my nose. And that is it. That's the highlight I put. Again, stippling brush. Make sure it's blended and not crazy. So you see, it's a very subtle highlight, but it's still a highlight. And then I am gonna go in into my eyes. So sometimes I'll just do this and that's it. Keep on moving, we're done. But if I want to do a little extra but not too much, this is what I do. Oh, well, actually I always get my highlight and I put it on my tear ducts, like right here, just to highlight my eye. Just opens up your eye, makes you look more awake. I'm using this taper pencil brush from MAC. Boom. See, kind of like opens up your eye a little, wakes you up. So that is it. Sometimes I would just leave like this, put on some lips, and that's it. But if you want to do a little more, I go in with a little fluffy blender brush. This one is for Morphe, it's the 505. And I go in with my bronzer. You could use this bronzer. You could use a little bit more of an orange bronzer. Sometimes I go with the same one that I use for my face. I also love this MAC one. It's Give Me Sun, and is the mineralized finish. Skin finish. It's a bronzer. It's a little bit more orange. So if you could see the difference, this is a warmer color. This is a warmer color. This is a cooler tone. That means that this has more gray tones and this one has more orange tones. So I like to use this one for my eyes just to give it a little bit different of tone. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the crease of my eye. Fluffy brush. Gives you a little something but nothing crazy, and you could barely see. So sometimes people are like, oh, you have no makeup on. Sometimes people are like, you have eyeshadow. So you see the difference. Gives you a little something but nothing crazy. You want to make sure you're using a fluffy brush, so that is just nice and blended and not too intense. So that's what I do. Just go back and forth lightly on your eye. If you want more, you can put more. If not, you're good. So that's what I do if I want to do a little something extra. And then I keep it moving. Obviously, I don't use mascara because I have fake lashes or lash extensions, but at this point you could just put eyelash. So let me get something else I want to share with you that I do sometimes, and then I'll come right back. We're almost done. There's are two things that I like to do sometimes just to give my makeup a little bit of a difference. I will put an eyeliner in my waterline, and I have three that I really enjoy. I have Kohl by the Eye Kohl by MAC in the color Teddy. I don't have it right here. It's like a shimmery but dark brown. I use that when I'm going out or anything. I never use black. My eyes are too small. The darker you go, the smaller your eyes look. So I never really use black. So I use that one at nighttime. I also like this. This is also an Eye Kohl by MAC, and this one is the Power Surge. This one is like a gold shimmery, it's a gold color. And then I like this one, and this one is by Kiko Milano. It's an Italian makeup company that has really good makeup and super affordable, and this is in the color Kajal, and is their Kohl pencil as well. I love this one during the day and to give you like a fresh spring look, like open up your eyes, mostly if you have little eyes like me. So I put this in my waterline, and this is like a cream color. You guys could see it. It's not white, like it's not super white, but it's a cream color, and it slides on really nicely. So I did put that in my waterline, and you can see the difference, how it like opens up your eye immediately. So I'm gonna put it in the other eye. Sometimes I use the gold, depends what mood I'm in. Alright, so the thing with this one, when you use a white pencil, is that you want to make sure that you put in mascara on your lower lash. If not, you just look weird. So once I do that, I'm pretty much done with my face. This is what it looks like. Last thing I do is spray with setting spray. This is my Holy Grail setting spray. It is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This one is in the honey. It was their holiday collection. I got like 3 because they were $7.50 at one point, so I stock up on them. But the regular one, they're the same as the regular one. It's just the colors of these are different, and it smells like honey. Which I don't really care for, but whatever. So I sprayed that all over my face. Just helps your makeup stay in place all day. I let that dry for a minute. While that dries, I'm gonna go ahead and put something on my lips. Guys, you know I love, at this point my lips are so dry. I'm putting this on. I love nude color, so pretty much what I use all the time. There's different things I use. Right now I'm going to show you this. I found this pencil the other day, and it's old. It's by a company called Jordana. I think it's Jordana. I can't even see the name again, and I don't know if you could get it anywhere, but it's a nude, just nude color. I would suggest the Pillow Talk by by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a great lip liner, nude lip like neutral lip liner. Whirl by MAC, it's a little darker. Also Soar by MAC, it's a little bit more on the mauvey side. Any of those I really love, but I'm gonna show you what this one looks like. So I just line my lip, and I like to overline my lip a little, so make my lips look bigger and juicier. So I overline them just a tiny bit. You don't wanna overdo it. And then again here, I don't overline it on top too much, just the bottom. Okay, so this is a little light, I mean darker than my lip color, so I'm just gonna kind of like fill it in a little bit. And then you curly go like this, and you can put whatever color you want. You could do a lighter color in the middle and make your lips look bigger, or you could just stick to like a neutral, just same color. So this is the Pillow Talk by Charlotte, the lipstick. I'm gonna go ahead and put that. It's the same color, this lip liner. I love this lipstick. It's a lot like my lip color. It's not too much, you know. So that is said, you could put a gloss. I've been into glosses. I use the Milani, I don't know what they're called, something shine, super shine lip glosses. Love those, they're so great. But now that my face is dry from the setting spray. I'm gonna go ahead and put mascara on my lower lash. I can't do this with the camera because I can't really see, so I'm just gonna use this. And that is it, guys. This is what my makeup looks like. This is my everyday makeup. I'm gonna take this off, and that is it. This is what I do pretty much every day when you guys see me, when I'm going to work, everything. It just takes me no time. It's like automatic. I know what I'm doing. It looks good. You look put together. It doesn't take long. There's not a lot of products that you have to use. I mean, I guess if you never wear makeup, this is a lot, but for me, it's not. So that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and crimp my hair. I'll show you really quick how I do it, and I am ready to go. Okay, let's end this really quick. I'm just gonna fast forward, but I'll show you real quick how I do this. It's very easy. Parting my hair, leaving this part down. You don't need to part it super crazy. It's very easy to do. I still don't have it down to a T, but I feel like it looks good enough when I do it, so whatever. Kind of divide it in 2 sections, and then those 2 sections are divided in 2. This is the crimpers from Amazon. I think it's like $24. But super easy to use. Kind of like a flat iron. Well, not really. You're not moving it. But I grabbed those 2 sections, and you're just gonna go ahead and do this. Goodness gracious. Gonna open it away from your face, obviously. And you're gonna close it. Let it sit there for a second or 2. Oh. And then you're gonna move it down. Kind of like go with the groove of your hair. Same thing. And boom. Done. Done, girl, done. And then you move on to the next section. And again, you could do the same thing. Let me tell you something. This gets easier the more you do it. My only advice is kind of like separate your sections good. Make sure they're not like messy, because that would just make your waves look much better. But also, trust me, the first time I did it, I was like, oh my god, how do I do this? Like, it was annoying, and I thought I wasn't gonna get it, but then you get it. The more you do it, the more you get it. And I kind of don't like when the little curves go up, but the bottom of my hair, I don't really care. So that's it. Now you're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing all over your hair. And again, I don't use super tiny sections, so it's even quicker. I'm gonna fast forward this. Guys, so that is it. This is how my hair looks when I crimp it up. It looks wild and big, and I actually really love it. It's just wavy, and it will look even better tomorrow. It looks a little frizzy at the beginning, but once you soften it up with your hands and stuff, it will look really pretty. Just don't touch it too much. But I part it to the side. I love the way it looks. It gives me kind of like, I don't know, just voluminous vibes. But this is it. This is the makeup look. This is how everything looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet and you want to see more of this type of videos. P came back. She's doing her own makeup. So that is it, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.